was just a Febby thing, or if that's how MVP likes to play the Drow Ranger. So I think this game is going to be a lot of learning for me as Slaughter forced to TP out there. And
you don't expect that. Dubu with Bloodlust level 1, Fire Blast. Puck uses the orb to get some chip damage onto QO, and in comes the Ogre. Now he's got no escape mechanism. There's a phase shift available, but he's just going to die to Cold Snap and Forge Spirit. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Hello there. No, he's dead. Febby with a TP in more than secures it, with QO finding the final blow.
Which is impressive. At least his lane mechanic.
He's done very well. We just saw, I think, one of the most MVP things you could ever see. Puck wants to try and get in here for the rune, but Dubu will take it. Cannot jaunt to his orb. Febby chasing this one down, but Puck looks like he's okay as a Slaughter slithers in, looking for the crush with the sprint forward. Febby might get caught here, and the Disruptor available as well. The Courier up in the front lines, and Febby getting right-click down. The Puck will come in with the jaunt forward. And now they turn back onto Dubu, but it's a big tanky Ogre, and in the meantime, did you see what happened on bottom lane?
No, I did not.
Because top lane, off lane ramp waiting to gank the off laner. No one's stacking, no one's pulling, no one's doing it. They just want to kill. They just want to go and kill. And now they want to try and take out the Puck. And there's the silence, the double silence. In fact, as Puck is caught and killed by FoREv and Febby. A Sunstrike was thrown out for good measure just to make sure there was no slipperiness from.
He just straight up dies. So, QO's gonna get zoned out here. Although I'm not exactly sure where's the follow-up. Back on the bottom, it's gonna be Warlock.
The rest of his team, well, they kind of closed that net in. They wanted QO to come down to take the tier 1 straight afterwards, but oh god, there's like 2 fights happening at the same time. Slaughter goes in onto ÄVILLE. Slaughter trying to get himself back in behind the tier 1. Disruptor's killed off by QO in the meantime towards the bottom rune spot, and Slaughter will die as well. One by one they fall. They tried to filter in to defend this tier 1 tower. They tried to filter in to kill off QO. Throwing out the big old meaty right clicks as MVP move in towards the tier 1 mid.
Oh god.
Oh dear. They've got the Dream Coil. Franceour starts things off with the Fatal Bonds down, but they've got no level 6 on Warlock. The Static Storm's going to whiff. The Glimpse back will save the Sand King, push him back, but cancels the epicenter at the very least. They've killed off the Puck, and Dubu catches the Warlock. Sunstrike will land onto him. Sand King finally killed by Slark. And they've lost a Silencer as well. EVOS, they're finding a new number of kills here. Dubu taken down. Triple kill for the Slog as QO's caught in the connect field. This might be an Ultra as the Slog comes in and swipes him down. But the Disruptor will find the final blow. And it is going to be the Slog finding so much money from that team fight.
How did they lose that team fight? I mean, Coil got dropped.
He just got it. He didn't. He had Treads, Bassi, Poor Man Shield, Culling Blade. And somehow managed to find a bunch of kills. Drow Ranger now drops on the top lane.
Oh god.
EVOS suddenly found...
He's got Blink, almost.
Yeah.
I think they won most of their lanes.
Okay, lanes went well, and then they threw it all away with one team fight. Was the
Right, well, there's going to be more here, as here comes the Slark. He actually dark packs everything, but there's a meteor on top of his ultimate. He really wants Febby. He wants Febby. He will get Febby, but he's going to pay for it as he dies. Meanwhile, Puck's going to go down as well. I think the correct play was to challenge Roche, but that was a good old 2v5 here in this League Slaughter. I think this is a good fight here for EVOS.
Sand King waiting in the wings though. Looking for this initiation, but it's Slaughter who goes onto the Ogre with a Slark, and there's the burst strike through onto them. Slark, can he get away from this? Static Storm's dropping the Dream Coil, and the Golem onto them as well. Catches the 3, and QO is dropping so bloody quickly. The Slark stands his ground and fights, and the Puck finally falls. But MVP glimpsed back into danger. FoREv's going to lose his Aegis here, even with a good gust. He's going to die a second time. And you're right, Lumi. EVOS wanted to fight.
Down, man.
Global's down, and they win this relatively simply. FoREv finds a little bit of hope there with a kill onto the Slardar. I just saw the death of the silencer to the Warlock Golem in the back.
You know, the very funny thing is, remember game 1 when Rubik, being played by Febby, also died to Golem, like, under the tower? Really don't have a way to deal with the Slark jumping on them, isolating them. And if they try to fight there, even after the Ogre died, the block was just way too good.
In the meantime, at the very least, they see the Observer Ward from the Disrupt drop on the high ground. They find the kill, but Velo, Sandstorm, not going to save you from the Slark and the Sentry Ward that's placed to take him down. And Envy's Rune, Dubu, yeah, you want to pick that one up. There we go. Damage output looks good, but no reveal in that area. There's a sentry a little bit further away. Dubu's going in with a gust and a stun. They're trying to take down the puck. The silence is going to end in a second, but she's already dead. The global comes through as well. Slark is caught in that silence, but he shadow played himself a little bit further away. What is going on? Just non-stop back and forth. Like,
you definitely don't expect the Ogre at 10 HP.
With the ice wall. Because Slark is very mana reliant. He needs that mana to pounce and Dark Pact and Shadow Dance and all that stuff, but the sentry's placed. They've jumped in on the silencer and they will find that kill first as Slark man's up against the Ogre with the Fatal Bond's down. He's got no invis. He's got his ultimate available though. Get himself back down towards the Sand King who drops. Oh, there we go. Dream Call on 2. The Pockets found them. Dubu as well as FoREv caught the pounce forward and ilLogic goes in. The trouble is he's behind the tier 2 tower and he might just die to it. Yep, there we go, but it's a 4-for-1. Triple kill for Slardar as ÄVILLE finds a hell of a lot of value out of that Blink Dagger.
Yeah, so the first half of the fight, Slark zoned basically the team into half, like split them open. And MVP had to deal with the Slark in the back. And then as they're dealing with the Slark, Slardar went to work, killed the 2 squishy supports up top.
With, you know, Oracle and Dazzle and Venge and Wisp and these, you know, quote-unquote defensive supports with defensive abilities. We'll come back in a second as Sand King's dragged back into the Static Storm.
Action?
He's invis though, and still gonna get dropped as the Warlock. There's the ulti down with the Dream Core as well. Global. Oh, he's silenced. He doesn't get it off. Silencer, Febby tries to TP out. FoREv with the Fatal Bonds. They've got no stuns to stop him from getting out. And this is MVP fully retreating. They do extract a number of heroes, but they still lose a Ogre and a Sand King. Warlock ulti. Heroes that are can be used defensively. Like Sand King, I feel, was one of the big ones. Oh, bottom lane. They want to go on QO. They've got the amp damage on him and the 4-staff forward with the crush, and they found the kill on the Invoker, who's trying to split push. And top lane, global silence into the Burrow Strike, epicentering Sand King, but they've got the Shadow Dance as well as the jump away from the Slark. There's no catching him now. The Glimpse will send the Ogre back, and Disruptor will give his own life to try and save his Slark, who pounces up and dodges away. Somehow hides in the trees.
Yeah.
My goodness. They use, you know, counter-aggression almost, and I'm never going to get to finish this point because it's an Ogre, fuck it.
Because we're casting Sea Dota, there's fighting happening everywhere.
You know, Slardar and Axe came back into, like Slardar for a good 4 or 5 months just like wasn't a hero anymore, then he started coming back.
Oh my god.
They've got him.
He is in. He's not out just yet, and he is looking for a bash. Nice ice wall. And that should be another kill. QO can break that goal. Trying to juke the Sun. There's no juking there. I gotta say, there's still one very good defensive hero, and it's Warlock.
The same category as Slardar and Sand King. He's got that big kind of aggressive ulti. He's been found because he doesn't have like a disruption or a false promise or something. You know, he plays defensively by counter-initiating or having that aggressive factor behind him, which is one in. Get the Aegis on an Invoker. And now they move towards the mid lane. Dubu leading the charge as always. And jump forward from the Slark with the Blink Crush. Going to miss onto people. The Gust and the Global Silence come down as well. There's the Meteor Deafening Blast whiffing completely. And FoREv, he's struggling to stick on a target. They might want to look for this Slark who jumps back in with his ulti and the Static Storm down. The Golem drops onto 2. They found a number. And Velo, he's got his ability cancelled. No, it does come through in the long last with the Glimpse not doing too much as the Blink forward catches them. And EVOS, they want to continue this one. Invoker still alive with the Ghost Warp there. There's no amp damage in the back end. Febby killed by the Golem and the Disruptor. An absolute slaughterfest as MVP lose 3, the Drow and Invoker the last one standing. But my goodness, that was just 2 teams throwing all their spells into one spot and seeing what would happen.
Well, what would happen is the fact that MVP lost the fight 4-2, I believe, because there was an Aegis respawn, and they still died on top.
Team that I've been eyeing up now, and Disruptor nearly has his Aghanim Scepter. Going to be so huge as they jump in with the Global Silence. They lose a lot of HP on Velo, but Static Storm not dropped just yet. The Golem will fall onto Dubu's head. Slark gonna slip himself away from this, but there's the BKB from FoREv. The trouble is the Fatal Bonds are down with the upheaval. Velo looks for the counter initiation, jumps in the back lines, the epicenter back into them as well. Velo gets a lot of damage in, but does not find a kill. The Slardar, he's returned to battle. They'll look for FoREv in the front of the fight. The 2 little fishies find their bait, and Febby, the Silencer, clicked down by a Warlock, the most disgusting of deaths as you're amped up and ripped apart, and once more. Oh, well, oh, no. Creep Wave comes in, and ilLogic will dodge it. 4 dead for 1 kill.
They can't kill the Slark. Again, they jump to have the Slark, but his Manta style was absolutely key. I was going to actually initiate a discussion about Manta style versus BKB in this particular case. I think BKB might be ultimately better as a defensive item, but obviously Manta much better as a kind of a hybrid item, giving you more the damage, movement speed, as well as the survivability. Coil's gonna hit on 2, Stun is gonna hit on 2, and here comes the Superman Slark as he pounces down 1 and is looking for a secondary kill. Dubu will be spared as they're gonna go for the objective gaming, and it looks like they're about to win the game 3, man.
It does. There's no buyback on Invoker, and they go back in onto Dubu. Slark, he just does not care what you've got to throw at him. The Ghost Scepter of Febby, well, at least keep him alive a little bit longer. It's Puck, Sand King, well, that's his target, and 5 heroes once more dead. Drow Rangers just respawned, but the rest of her team have fallen. To Sorb to dispel silences from the Warlock, went for the Greaves, just to make sure that he himself will be able to cast the big old ulti. For a strike into Sand King, into Slark, sorry, from the Sand King. With the Sunstrike with a turnaround coil, and QO, he's zapped down to half HP. The Global's there, and Slark disarmed with the Deafening Blast for now. The Invis will not keep QO alive, and I think this might signal the end as a Static Storm will bring a perfect end to MVP and their lifespan in this tournament. If you look towards mid lane, and Slardar is fighting in a 1v1 against the Drow Ranger. He's losing it though. FoREv, he finds the kill. Oh.
I like the effort. He turns on sprint. It's like, I'm coming for you.
Look at that Dagon. Waning Rift will miss. Good force staff back from FoREv into the fountain. Usage of the spells here from EVOS, right? Usually we see the Puck as primary initiator. You jump in, you Dream Coil, you catch like 3 or 4. But Puck has been not even secondary, but tertiary initiator. Like here, you jump in with 3 heroes. Puck comes in third. You find a couple of kills. Slot, double kill. 2 heroes without buyback, and GG's called. That's it. MVP are done for. That's gonna be.
That time they did do the initiate, and it was fast, right?
Oh yeah.
You all had BKB, but no time to pop it because he was just chain stunned to death. So very well done by EVOS. I'm happy to see more of them.